as for this camp, so this is the camp that kind of blew up on Twitter. I really wasn't expecting that at all. Just kind of happened. I don't know, I just kind of saw a few things where people were doing this sort of stuff where they were helping out new players, and I thought, well, I've been finding some really interesting spots lately where I have been able to put down my camp. And so I thought I'd try my hand at doing it myself. This is probably as close into Flatwoods as you can get. I have tried every other way, every other dimension, all the way around the city. This is as close as to the city center as you can build your camp. So that's why I've kind of kept this this camp here the whole time, because it took me a lot of trial and error to try and find all of that. The other reason I kind of put it here, which I haven't explained in any of the Twitter posts, is that there are two main plants that you need to make disease cure: snaptail and bloodleaf. Super handy. All the way along this river there is heaps of it, so you can pretty much walk this all the way back up to the overseer's camp, and then around the overseer's camp you'll find the fire cap mushrooms, which is the third component for the disease cure. So straight off the bat, as soon as any new player gets here, they're able to sort of make everything from scratch, including, you know, you've got your water purifier. I only got 3 turrets because turrets are just absolutely ridiculous in this game, and they take up way too much space in the camp. So I can only have 3 of them out, and then with everything else that I'm building, that's my budget done. It's a little bit sad, but I figure I just build the turrets last, so that way I know how many of them I can actually build. Everything else I have blueprinted, so that way I can just drop it down whenever and wherever I want, including the bridge. I thought, you know, nobody likes walking through radiation. It's a bit of a pain in the butt. You can pop out the chat so you can see it easier. Yeah, I probably should do that actually. Now that I'm thinking of it. Yeah, it's not working because I've got a Chromebook that I'm reading the notes off. So unfortunately for me, I've got 3 screens and not one of them I can make bigger, unfortunately. But I thought this plan, the plan for the water purifier, is probably one of the ones that I've had a lot of people asking questions for. So, oh, there's a dude. Non-stop play. Alrighty. And the other one was, I had a heap of questions about this cardboard sign and how I put the words on there. This one was actually surprisingly easy. It just kind of took lining it up properly. So let's see if I can recreate this. Just gonna scrap this. Go to stored. Alright, cool. So I don't know why he's got like knees together and he's like kind of hip thrusting out is what it kind of looks like, but yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 3 turrets should be more than enough. I mean, realistically, at Flatwoods, you don't really need that too much protection, so 3 is plenty. I mean, I've had a couple mole rats come up. Pretty much that's about it. So, as you can see, this cardboard cutout is just kind of standing there. You can even see the nice little rivets in between, which I thought was a nice touch. And yeah, you can just mark them on there. There's really nothing to it. It's pretty basic. Bam, Bob's your Auntie. And you have the sign. So I mean, like that one was pretty easy to do. I've had a lot of people asking about this. Surprisingly, I thought you know, this would be easy for everyone to replicate, but maybe it's just unique for me. I'm not 100% sure at this point. The game's still too new for me to sort of figure that one out. But something kind of cool happened to me today. something very, very cool actually. I was watching Lone Wanderer's stream, and I was playing alongside, and something glitchy happened in my game. But for once, the glitch was good. In terms of, it duplicated my power armor chassis, and then when I dropped it out, I realized that it had this. A full suit of level 50 Ultra Sight armor, T51 in Tricentennial paint. Free. Just glitched into my inventory. Like, this is probably the best thing in the game so far, because I don't even have to go searching for it or make it. I only have to keep it maintained, keep it repaired. So that was a happy little win, and I've still got my old set too. So, which slowly but surely I'm upgrading with some T51 power armor pieces. Yeah. Because I do like the T51 power armor. I just saying glitchy. Yeah, not complaining at all. I mean, like, you know, I was actually in Lone's thing, and I was like, oh, I just got this, and he's like, wait, what? That's like the best glitch ever. So I mean, this is actually the second time this has happened to me. When I was playing in the beta, I had the same thing happen. I actually had my Raider power armor duplicate itself, and then I ended up with another copy. And I think that actually might have been when Wooden Mask and I were playing together. Yeah, I was just kind of standing there, and it just kind of happened as it kicked me out of the server. So, the other cool thing I thought I'd share is some of these weapons that I've found. I mean, I personally like the black powder pistol. Juicehead did a really, really interesting video on this, where he basically just stacked 5 or 6 black powder pistols and had them all reloaded, so that way you could just quickly one-shot everything. So I've started kind of playing around with that a little bit. The Gatling Plasma, probably one of the easiest weapons to make ammo for, because I mean, I have been able to make the plasma cores since level 1, and yeah, it's been pretty fun so far. I still have to experiment with that one a little bit more. That, and I also picked up this today, which I thought 40% more power attack damage. That, plus all of the sneaking perks that I have on, should be absolutely incredible. So I'm pretty keen to try that out. I also got this one from the Unclave quest, Bunker Buster, so 20% more damage, and a Fat Man, which I've started making mini nukes for. So I mean, mini nukes really aren't that hard to make, they're just heavy, and they take up a lot of space.